Hello and welcome back. We are going to finish going over questions 4 and 5 from the Check for Understanding Google form that you completed. So questions 4 and 5 deal with circle graphs. Let's take a look at number 4. An airline offers multiple meal options to passengers on its flights and keeps track of how many are ordered over time. So the data is displayed in this circle graph. You can see about 25% of the customers are choosing the vegetarian meal, 20% are choosing the beef meal, 40% are choosing the chicken meal, and 15% are choosing the fish meal. So it says, if there are currently 80 passengers on your flight, how many of these passengers are likely to choose chicken? Okay, so if you look at your circle graph, you notice that chicken accounts for 40% of the meals ordered. So the chicken percentage is 40%. Now, I don't want to know what percent of the passengers are going to order chicken. I actually want to know how many. So what I need to do next is I need to find 40% of the total number of passengers on the flight, which in this case is 80. So I need to find 40% of 80. So to do that, I'm going to take 40% as a decimal. So move your decimal point 2 places to the left, so it'd be 0.40 or 4/10. I'm going to multiply that by my total. When I do so, I will get 32. So your answer for number 4 should have been letter A, 32. Okay, in number 5, we have a new circle graph. So it says 120 middle school students were asked their favorite sport. The circle graph below shows the results. So they tell us that the total number of students that were asked was 120. Now, if you didn't catch that when you were reading, if you add up these numbers from the circle graph, so 33, 18, 20, 12, 37, if you add all those together, you will get a total of 120. So that's always what you want to do first. You need to figure out what's the total for the circle graph. Now it says if another 200 students take the survey, how many are likely to choose golf? So we're looking at the golf section of the circle graph. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to figure out from that original survey, so the 120, how many students picked golf? Well, it tells me 12. So 12 out of 120 students selected golf as their favorite sport. So once I have that, all I'm going to do is take that fraction and multiply it by my new total. So this represents how many out of 120 chose golf. I'm going to multiply that by my new total of 200. So if you do that, go ahead and multiply those. You will get 20 students. So your answer to number 5 should have been letter B, 20.